All right, Coach, y'all are back in action this week, hosting Hardin-Simmons and then turning around with Seward County. Y'all beat Hardin-Simmons last year and had an all-in-all dominating year. What are you hoping to see from your team in these two matches early on?
I think it's going to be a good opportunity to see some of the new girls get out there. We had two girls who just joined us a couple weeks ago in January as true freshmen, and then we get Alex back from her injury that kept her out all of last year. So it's going to be an opportunity, hopefully, where we get to see a couple different lineups maybe, and try to get everyone on the court a little bit. But by no means taking either of the matches lightly, but I think that definitely there's some spots in our lineup where there's a lot of parity. So it's like if this girl's at 5, 6, it's not going to be a huge difference in the level. So it'll just be interesting to see, some of them get their either their first action in college tennis or first action in a while. So really, I mean, the things we've been working on. Finally we've had some good weather the last few days, and just really getting out on the court and getting our feet under us and being able to, just have like a pretty doubles should have a pretty cohesive, strategy where we're all kind of working towards the same, kind of playing the same game style. Singles is a lot more open, more kind of all over the place because we have some, pretty much everyone plays like a little bit different game style. So I really just want to see them get out there and compete. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but losing in NCAA tournament last year, we sat there on the court and I said like, hey, we're not going to get to compete again for 9 months. So like these next 9 months are going to have to really, you're really going to have to think about like what we want to do better, where we left some points on the table, and because again, it was a good season last year, but I know this group has, a lot of pretty lofty goals, and so this is just going to be kind of the first step this weekend.
And then that kind of leads me into my next question. Looking back at last season, what are kind of the goals and expectations that y'all have set as a team?
I mean, we definitely want to win a ring in either regular season or comp or the tournament or both. I mean, last year was the first time Angelo State had ever made it, to the finals of the conference tournament, and to come, so close there was tough, and then you have to play NCAA tournament without basically our number 1 and number 2 was really tough. So, we felt that we left some unfinished business out there for sure. I think that, culture-wise, like we are starting this season right where we ended last season, which was a huge thing. I mean, last year we had Conference Freshman of the Year. I think we might have a shot at that again. I mean, there's some really good freshmen in the league this year. I think we had Conference Player of the Year and Senior of the last year. I think that there's a chance for that. I mean, we definitely have the talent to repeat some of those things. Ultimately, our goal is to make it to Florida. We want to make it Sweet 16 or better, and I don't think any of us will really consider it much of a success if we can't really push for that. But in the end, I mean, it's a great group. They work hard. They love each other. They're coachable. So I mean, it's really just about the experience. And I think if we do all the things right that we're supposed to do, and we stay healthy, I think we should be pretty successful.
All right, Coach, you say you had two true freshmen join recently, and like I know you have a bunch of returners too. But just for the people at home who may not know your team very well, who are some of the girls that people should really watch out for this year?
So we had Letizia Corsini, she'll be a sophomore this year. She's from Italy as a true freshman last year. She was Conference Freshman of the Year. She played 2 for us pretty much the whole season. She was as high as top 40 in the nation in singles. I think she'll likely be, top of the lineup, if not the top, close to the top of the lineup for most of the year this year until some things start to shake out. She really, held down at 3 doubles. Last year she did well there, so I think she's going to be a big factor. We have Eva Schwartz, who's in her 3rd year of eligibility here, who she played mostly 3 last year and mostly 2 doubles, where she was really, really strong and definitely a team leader for us. And then I mean, like I said, we are there's a lot of parity, I'd say, from the bottom half of the lineup. There's a lot of girls who play all differently, but the level at which they play their style is very, very similar. So, I mean, I think there's going to be an opportunity for some people to really put up some big numbers this year that maybe haven't been able to in the past, just because there's going to be a lot of opportunities. I mean, at this moment we've got 9 pretty healthy girls. I mean, we finished last season with 6 or 6.5 really, So I mean, there should be a chance for everyone to get out there and have their shot to leave their mark. I think we have, the conference is going to be really tough this year. I mean, last year we won most of our matches, aside from losing 4-3 on the road to St. Mary's and Cameron. We won the rest of our conference matches 6-1 or 7-0, and I don't know if that's going to be the case this year. I mean, I hope it is, but there's some really strong new players that are coming in, and there's been some good development that we definitely saw throughout the fall. So I think everyone's going to have their chance to get out there and leave their mark. And there's the biggest thing we always talk about is you got to be ready to compete. I mean, whether it's competing in practice, whether it's competing, in matches we think we're supposed to win, whether it thinks, competing in matches where it's going to be a dogfight and we don't really know, how we're going to end up. I mean, being out there and being a really tough competitor is got to be like the biggest hallmark of this team. And so this weekend, I think we got a chance to go see where we're at.
Thank you,
Good luck,
Coach.
Thank you, Coach.